Hey everyone, Simon Says Money here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be talking about some of Cathie Wood's comment and some of her stocks, as well as blockchain at the end. Before we get on to this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on that bell notification. I post videos about the stock market, investing, and hopefully we can achieve financial freedom together. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor or CPA. Please do your own research decision, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Now let's get on to this video. So far on Tuesday, March 2nd, the market is up. Dow futures up 18 points. S&P 500 futures up 3.75 points and Nasdaq future up 23.5 points. So a much better start of the week after last week's bloodbath. The stock market turned south at the end of February. The biggest monthly rise in bond yields since 2016 injected fresh uncertainty into the market, bruising technology stocks and triggering volatility streaks that saw the Dow Jones swing more than 1,000 points over 3 days. Things appear to be turning around this morning as the 10-year Treasury yield fell to about 1.4%. Also, Tesla was down a lot, surprisingly. Today it was down 4.45%, down under $700 again to $686. ARK's ETFs were also down significantly because they are mainly composed of tech companies, with Tesla's weight as high as 11% and at least 2 ARK ETFs. In February, I posted a video, this one, in which I analyzed the craziness of the stock market. Let's watch part of it. All we need to have now to make the current stock market a correction is a very simple trigger. What's that trigger? We don't know. The Wall Street bet movement could be the trigger because this is the last craziness before reaching the peak. My dad always says if an idiot, he calls non-experienced people idiots, can make money easily without thinking too much, there should be some skepticism that everyone should have when investing in the stock market. Like in 2000, the internet.com bubble, where people were buying shares and shares of tech stock, for example, Yahoo, and it was good for the rest of the year for living. Or like the 2006 to 2009 housing bubble, where secretaries bought any house and flipped it, then became financially free. It means that the party is almost over. While I am not saying that I am successfully predicted this currently happening correction, which is still ongoing, I am trying to say that we need to be very vigilant, very cautious when the market is hot, too hot, or crazy. Usually Cathie Wood posts a video in the know with Cathie Wood at the beginning of the month, but because of the market turbulence last week, she made a video last Friday, which was end of the month, to explain and clarify some important issues, including some big topics like the effects of Fed policy on the stock market and some specific issues like cryptocurrency. I encourage you to watch and listen to her full video to better understand and interpret what she explains on each issue she touched. She clearly stated that she and her team are able to manage their growing ETF funds. She clearly explained the difference between a mutual fund and an active ETF fund. For sure, because of the market turbulence, ARK funds smartly optimized their holdings. For example, like I presented in my previous video, ARK dumped Splunked, increased the holding on Square, increased holdings on Palantir, added ABBV into their ETF ARK G fund, and that's the beauty of an active ETF as compared to a passive ETF and mutual funds, which are not able to do any of these quickly. In my previous video, I presented that ARK ETFs have been adding its holding on Tesla and Square, which both hold large amounts of Bitcoins. From these actions by Cathie Wood, it really shows that she has strong convictions in Bitcoin. I also have strong conviction in Bitcoin. Please watch my previous video in which I believe that the blockchain mining companies such as MARA, RIOT, and SOS have bright futures, although SOS is now shorted by Hindenburg Research. I will come back to Bitcoin later on. Let's change the topic a bit. Today I would like to analyze again one of the stocks I presented before, Nano Dimensional NNDM. Let's review Nano Dimension's business again very briefly. Nano Dimension is the provider of intelligent machines for the fabrication of additively manufactured electronics, as known as AME. They bridge the gap between PCB and semiconductor integrated circuits. In fact, Nano Dimension can also be considered to be a semiconductor company. Nano Dimension serves various markets and applications such as research, aerospace, defense, medical, and the automotive and industry. Due to the semiconductor shortage, on February 24th, President Joe Biden on Wednesday signed an executive order that aims for review of supply chains for semiconductors and other critical goods. This is good news to the chip companies such as Intel, Nvidia, AMD, TSM, but also good news to Nano Dimension. I strongly believe that this executive order by President Biden will benefit Nano Dimension because Nano Dimension technology can be used for smartly producing chips or semiconductor components. In my previous videos, I talked about NNDM in 2 videos. Especially in the ARC-X video, I presented these graphs. NNDM had done direct offering a total of 7 times, totaling about $1 billion. And in the middle of February, I believe it was February 15th, the company made a special meeting to vote if they should do another round of direct offering. The meeting said yes, and they again got about $500 million from the direct offering 2 weeks ago. And ARC has been behind all of these direct offerings to strongly support Nano Dimension. Therefore, now, Nano Dimension has amassed a total amount of $1.5 billion in cash, being ready to achieve their strategic goal. So what is their strategic goal? Before we can guess, let's take a look at Nano Dimension's competitors. Envision TEC, another 3D printing company, acquired metal powder specialist TLS Technic recently. And Desktop Metal, ticker DM, a strong competitor to Nano Dimension, acquired Envision TEC recently. Intumsys, also a competitor to Nano Dimension, signed a distribution agreement with 3D printing service provider Excellencia Tech. And X1, another 3D printer OEM, original equipment manufacturer, named ABC Corporation as the authorized channel partner to sell its product. So NNDM, with a huge amount of cash in hands, over $1.5 billion, is probably trying to acquire companies which can supply various quality materials such as polymers, metals, and so on, have strong artificial intelligence technology which will be able to make NNDM's equipment smarter and more innovative, have strong marketing, distribution, and sales network. And Nano Dimension has hired investment banks Needham and Carl Square to help it find acquisition. The CEO, Mr. Stern, described Nano Dimension's acquisition strategy as follows. We are now focused on 2 kinds of acquisition targets. Companies which are able to expand our go-to-market channels and give us exposure to vertical markets, and companies that have transformative technologies and products which are complementary to our product roadmap. I speculate that such an acquisition will be announced soon and Nano Dimension's share price will surge. Above, we were talking about DM, Desktop Metal. It manufactures and sells additive manufacturing solutions for engineers, designers, and manufacturers. Yahoo Finance rated it a strong buy. CNBC also gives a pretty good rating, and TipRanks gives a share price target of $27. And I believe NNDM's competitor DM will also benefit not only from the growing market, but also from the acquisition NNDM will carry out because the whole market will be growing. Before I finish this video, I would like to express my conviction in Bitcoin, especially the 3 crypto mining companies RIOT, MARA, and SOS. SOS market cap is only about 10% of Mara's and RIOT's, but I can see great potential for SOS to catch up quickly and grow during the next few months. Here I would like to share a latest news about MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy acquired an additional 328 Bitcoins for $15 million at an average price of $45,710. As of March 1st, 2021, MicroStrategy holds a total of 90,859 Bitcoin acquired for roughly $2.186 billion at an average price of $24,063. It shows that the well-known companies like MicroStrategy, Square, Tesla, and so on are preparing themselves for the upcoming revolutionary payment system. SOS may soon become one of the largest cryptocurrency miners in the public market based upon the number of miners and daily revenues generated from mining. SOS will benefit from the advantages of reduced hydroelectric power in China. SOS may be the only publicly traded company that mining Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency. SOS has stated plans to pioneer cryptocurrency financial services, including insurance and cryptocurrency loans, among other services. SOS has assembled a premier management team that has decades of experience on Wall Street and with US-China publicly traded corporate operations. I would like to increase awareness regarding the extremely volatile nature in the trading range of this security. SOS is a very high risk reward trade. Volatility to both the upside and downside is a characteristic of this stock's normal trading behavior. Risk management techniques definitely are necessary to protect against this extreme volatility. This is a high risk trade. Please use risk management techniques. Although this is not investment advice, I personally have high convictions in these three companies, MARA, RIOT, and SOS, as stated previously in my videos. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to hear your feedback and any video suggestions. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.